against Freeze Mage as I've experienced.
Mm. Yeah, once your opponent, it's just a slow game, and you basically, I feel like as the Mill Mage player, you allow your opponent to get that Archmage Antonidas combo too easily. Yeah, fortunately, there is Undertaker in the opening hand from Kolento, but unfortunately, Frostbolt is in the open hand for Firebat.
Yeah.
Oh, Frostbolt and Mad Scientist, that's so great.
I feel you don't even have to Frostbolt on the coin here. You're better off just like playing the Mad Scientist, and you might even get a ping kill on the Undertaker. It feels a bit slower, but it's probably generally a bit better.
Yeah, if your opponent doesn't have any death rattles, it's going to be really awesome.
Alright, Kolento forcing Firebat to make the trade here by going face. And he's got more than a trade. He's got a Frostbolt.
Okay, not bad at all.
And this is actually really strong right now for Firebat.
Yeah,
and
Freeze Mage taking control of the board against Hunter, not something you see every day.
Yeah, I didn't expect that, and I think Freezing Trap is going to have to remedy that problem.
Yeah, you generally don't get any more value out of a Freezing Trap than against the Mad Scientist against Freeze Mage, so might as well, right?
Yeah, and if you deny them the Mad Scientist, that's even more time and effort they have to spend to get those ice blocks out. So it gives you some time to snowball out of control in a way.
Okay,
Acolyte of Pain. Playing around Snipe, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
And goes face, and the Freezing Trap brings back the Mad Scientist to the hand, which I think is... I mean, that's going to slow down Kolento substantially because he has no ice block in play, nor in the any near future.
Yeah, in this particular game, Kolento is able to develop some semblance of a board. And he's able to deal some damage to Firebat. At this point in the last game, Firebat was at about 26 health and 4 armor, so
yeah,
quite a big difference.
And interestingly enough, I think if Lotheb is drawn during this game, it could have a much bigger impact than it did last game.
Yeah, Lotheb was essentially played on an empty board last game. Oh, Stranglethorn Tiger, that's a very good card to have.
Yeah, it curves out perfectly here on 5 mana. He had no play right away, and this is going to be much better for him. Oh wow, that Knife Juggler is a liability, if anything. Sometimes I'm tempted to make my opponent overdraw, but it never works out the way that I expect it to.
Frost Nova could be very good here in combination with the Blizzard next turn.
Yeah, and I think the Acolytes of Pain are actually carrying Firebat really hard. One is fine and good, but 2 of them at once against a board that contains a Haunted Creeper is essentially a free ticket to infinite card draw, and I think Firebat is capitalizing on this perfectly.
We're going to see Frost Nova, and I would suspect the Blood Mage Thanos on the board just to buff up the Blizzard that we'll definitely see next turn.
Unless Unleash the Hounds comes out here, oh wow. And you don't want to play anything else on this board. You know everything's about to blow up.
Yeah, double Knife Juggler.
Your opponent has... Yeah, there's nothing here that you want to do. Oh, you're going to let the opponent get all the card draw he wants off those Acolytes. And the Blood Mage.
Blizzard.
I mean, you don't even have to. You have to Blizzard, but you don't... Do you really have to Blizzard, though? Think about it. What does that really accomplish? I feel like you just Ice Barrier.
Yeah,
Ice Block,
I
Ice
agree.
Barrier.
Kolento didn't commit any more to the board, so Blizzarding doesn't do too much. You can essentially clear the board with just what you have with the Acolytes of Pain and the Blood Mage Thanos.
Yeah, you can then play the Mad Scientist if you want to and ping the... What's it called? The Mad Scientist of the opponent?
You just said Mad Scientist, and you're like, oh, what's that other card called that's on the field that looks exactly like the Mad Scientist?
What?
Right? You're like, oh, you can play the Mad Scientist, and you can also ping that other card that's on the field.
The Mad Scientist, yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, I like that more than the Blizzard last turn.
Yeah, and he's gonna get a lot more value out of that Blizzard, and Kolento might be misreading the no Blizzard play for a, hey, I don't have any AoE right now, feel free to overextend.
Yeah, I like this play that Kolento's doing. He's playing the Knife Juggler instead of the Animal Companion, and that just, wow, great juggles.
That puts his opponent on 10 cards actually right now.
Yeah, and also it allows you to fit a hero power in, which is what you want against Freeze Mage. You just want to get a hero power in every single turn in order to deal that 2 damage and just accumulate it.
Yeah, like just getting that, you know, weaving in that extra 2 damage every time is a huge deal. And even though it seemed to be looking super good for Firebat, I feel like if Kolento manages to break that first ice block, it's gonna get a little tougher down the line for Firebat. I mean, oh, well, I mean that won't trigger anytime soon.
That will never trigger pretty much. Ooh, Huffer, always Huffer to the face.
Same reasoning as before, weaving in that hero power much better than developing Dr. Boom in this specific case. And no ice block pop, though. No ice block pop. And you know, the Dr. Boom is going to cause exactly what I said earlier. The situation where you can't wipe the board when it's there because you're going to kill yourself off of it.
There's actually no easy way to deal with this Huffer, right?
No, none that I can see. Like, they're all subpar in many ways.
Oh, Ice Barrier is interesting. Ice Barrier basically...
You have to Ice Lance Huffer, though, to make sure that it dies and your opponent cannot commit anymore to the board. Did Firebat just pass without hero powering? Yes, he did. Okay.
I guess... oh, well... Is that just pretty much game over?
You know what I think you do? You just Dr. Boom here. You Dr. Boom and you win the game. The game is... What?
No, but...
No, you would have triggered the secret and then the Boom Bots died and he took it to the face and he died.
Oh, it's a great point.
What? Kolento! No! Oh no, Kolento! What are you doing?
Yeah, that was strange.
I guess I'm the only idiot who does that kind of stuff then.
Well, maybe you're not an idiot after all. Maybe you're the smartest guy in the room. But yeah, now Kolento, or rather Firebat, he just wins.
Yeah. But then again, he can't attack into the explosive trap because he dies.
Oh, that's true.
I think that's what Kolento was counting on after all. But, I mean, he could just Ice Block and I think face and trade with Lotheb and then double Fireball, Frostbolt for the win.
He's also wary of a freezing trap on this turn. He's not really sure what the secret is.
You can't play into explosive. I think you have to hope for a Frostbolt top deck. I mean, I think I would even venture to play the explosive sheep after the ice block.
Just to play around freezing trap, you mean?
Yeah. Well, it's not really gonna help at all because you're... Oh, wow. Okay, this is a good game. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the thing is, not many players run explosive trap. And
Kolento got the win here off of the explosive trap, and that is a really nice play. I think he could have won off Dr. Boom, but I think he saw the guaranteed win over the course of a few turns with that